Cars.co.za.
Sanmonani, Dumelang, how's it? My name is Jacob Mushokwa at Red Star Raceway today. And the reason why we're here today is because I'm possibly going to get behind the wheel of the first ever, correct me if I'm wrong, the first ever twin turbo S55 engine V8 M3.
S65, yes.
S65?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I had to ask the master. His name is Sav.
There's so many S's.
And Robbie.
Yeah.
They're both from Savspeed. If you don't know who they are, they're big in racing. Been in the game for, as long as I've been around.
35 years, yeah.
35 years.
35 years.
That's literally as long as I've been around. And we've always known the name Savspeed when it comes to racing. But here's a project that kind of sticks out for me, specifically because I'm a big fan of the V8 M3. I always thought naturally aspirated, leave it the way it is. But people like Uncle Savia, they don't play around. They like to tinker and touch and play. But you always went against what other people were saying. Because globally people were saying, you can't put a turbo on a V8 M3 engine.
Yeah, that's right.
And you proved them wrong.
Yeah, well, this is how it happened, you know. I mean, it was, we did the same with the E36s and the E46 range back then.
Yeah.
You know? We were the first to turbo 36 and 46 worldwide, designing manifolds and patenting them at the time. So we managed to do that. And then this came up as a challenge in 2011, actually. And we failed. We built one and the management systems were just not good at the time, you know, to control the engines.
Yeah.
And CAN bus had just come out and, you know, the computer systems we had were like old school stuff. You know?
And that's when we're running out of V8 M3 and now getting ready to go into the new
new
M's.
Yeah.
But over time, things are developed. People did some research, and you're also doing the research because you're running it concurrently with your race car as well.
Correct, yeah, correct. So before we actually built this engine, which was, the S65 has got a history of having bearing problems, similar to the E46 M3. Yeah. So people are reluctant to do any major work on them. You know, there's a lot of guys currently supercharging them. Lots of kits sold on that, but nobody's ever twin turbo, except for one guy out in the US. The car ran, he did bottom mount turbos, and it ran for a week or so, and then apparently it just went off the chart. We don't know where it went to. But so we decided, okay, well, now's the time to do one. The word around, you know, the BMW tuning guys who do tuning in worldwide are very competitive, you know.
Got you.
So the word was that there was no space to turbocharge this car or to put turbos on it. It's just one of those engine bays that are just too compact.
Yeah, it's very tight inside there.
Yeah, so that's when Robbie came around and we had a good chat, and I had a client who said to me, listen, I need one, can you do it? And I've known him for years, I've turboed all his BMWs, and I said, no, I can if I just got time. So we sat there, me and Robbie, and we designed manifolds on the car, and we slowly started putting it together. It took like a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
And we created a twin turbo V8 S65, you know,
which
is running well with a 4.2 litre stroker motor. But because it's the first one, you know, we said, well, let's go into it easy. You know, if you're developing something, you know, you need to go through it easy. So we've been doing road testing and heat issues and whatever the case is, and so far it's been amazing. You know? Due to their bearing problems and building like 40 or 50 of these motors, I've sort of come to a solution of what needs to be done to cure the bearing problem.
Okay.
So it seems to be working okay for now. We've done over 2,000 kilometers already on it, revving it hard, and yeah, so far it's been great. It's always good to be the first. I love that.
Oh man, Robbie, I want to bring you in here as the technical guy here. When he comes to you and he says he wants to do this, what do you say? What do you do? Are you like, okay, we'll do it?
You know, from my history in motorsport and in cars, and I've always said I'm up for the challenge.
Ah,
you know,
it was a challenge you were good to take on.
We're pretty much on the same level of, don't tell me it can't be done.
Okay.
You know, give me anything, give me some tools and let me do it.
And then in terms of a technical aspect for you here, what was the hardest part of getting this thing right?
The hardest part of getting it right was getting everything to work, but still be efficient to make power.
Okay.
So I wanted to complement the engine to still make the power that it deserves. And we achieved that, we really did. You know, something that a design that Sav had for many years. You know, we looked at it just maybe with a finer comb, and together with both our minds, we put it together and made it work.
You created
and
magic.
Still fit.
You created magic.
No,
now,
100%.
My question to you then, Sav, Was there ever a thought of, should we go DCT or are we going for manual?
Well, at the time, we just got a manual car. We couldn't say, get us a DCT. It was the client of ours actually got 3 of these.
Oh, okay.
And then he gave us this one, which was, the car's got 50,000 Ks. I mean, it's still brand new.
I know.
And it's also good to do a manual because it's old school and it's really raw power. You know, it's a real driver's car. But yeah, doing a DCT will be another level, I think, you know. Just on the fast gear changes, etc. I think it'll just complement the car even more. So we're looking forward to doing our second one. There's one in the pipeline. So we're hoping that soon we'll be able to show that off if that all happens.
We'll possibly be able to recreate the stage just with a DCT and possibly this one as well.
And a little bit more horsepower, you know, just leave black lines everywhere, not just in certain parts of the track.
But also what you also worked very hard on is making this car as practical as any other car. Because as much as it's a twin turbo, you can also just drive it to the shop to go get your groceries.
100%. All our conversions have always been like that. And when we discussed it with Robbie, at the time, it was actually Robbie's decision to say, you know, we should look at the Savspeed management system. A very expensive management system, but it's run on most high-end Lamborghinis, Ferraris. You know, guys, it's a very high-end system. And what's nice about the Savspeed, Robbie will explain to you, is that it's a plug-and-play unit. You take out the original ECU and you plug in their unit and everything works, you know, from the knobs on the steering wheel, everything works. It's not like you've got to have engine lights coming on and stupid things happening, whatever. It's a brilliant system. And then you need a guy who's got the patience like Robbie to figure everything out. Because there's like about 400 million pages in that thing, you know? So while I was sleeping, he was studying.
And so you think Savspeed is the future now of management systems for these kind of
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. You know, first of all, you're taking an aftermarket ECU and you're putting it straight into, it's an original ECU box. And you're mounting the original factory plugs directly in. So everything, your DME, everything just plugs directly in. Ooh. And you literally just need to set everything up. Look, it's gonna be some late nights of getting it right, which I enjoyed. I'll be honest, I did, because, you know, I love a challenge. And I went through everything and to understand it better, because the main thing I wanted to chase with this system is I wanted a nice drivability. And this system has the capability for that. It can control everything on the engine so that you could have nice drivability, nice cruising, good fuel economy. But when you put your foot down, you know you're driving that's something that's Savspeed, you know? And it can do everything all at once. And I love that, you know, that's why I was so grateful, you know, that we came to the agreement that let's put a Savspeed in it.
And here we go, it's working.
And it works.
No, it's fantastic. We had to write a map for it. You know, no one in the world could help us. So we had to actually write a map to start the car. Because it's the first one. Even Savspeed said, well, we can give you a map that's for an aspirator car, a normally aspirator car.
Yeah, because there's no blueprint.
With, you know, standard injectors in with like 400cc injectors, but nothing with like 1200cc injectors in. But we said, let's just get us something and we'll get it to go. And we did. We got it running and it's been fantastic. And there was a bit of a, you know, decent help when we had little questions and that.
Yeah.
The guys were amazing out there, you know, in the UK.
They were.
So it was very good. They assisted us quite a
Now,
lot.
just to get the numbers out correctly, a normal V8 M3, what's it, 309 kilowatts?
309 kilowatt,
400 Newton meters of torque.
Around about that, yeah.
What are we doing in numbers here? And I know we shouldn't just be talking about numbers, we should actually go and feel these numbers, but how different is it from a 309 kilowatt V8 M3?
So basically, the beauty of these motors is that they were designed in an F1 factory, the V8 and the V10.
Okay.
Back in its time, in that era. So these motors are very efficient. So cut a long story short, at only 0.6 bar boost, 0.6 bar boost, which is what, 8 PSI, what is it?
No, 8 PSI.
Somewhere around there, it produces 900 horsepower now, which is around about 700 kilowatt at the flywheel, and around about 900 Newton meters. Oh. So it's a nice linear package, you know, with the precision turbos. So it really produces good power. And not too bad to drive either, you know, it's not horrific to drive, you know, it puts it down, especially with the traction control, with the Savspeed, you know, it's decent.
Okay, I think it's about time we wrap this up and
yes,
hopefully I'm going to get
I'm sure you want to drive.
Of course I want to drive. Yes, of course.
I should better well hope so.
Okay, we're driving.
Good.
We're driving.
Let's
okay.
go
Nice chatting, gents. Let's
go
for a drive. Okay,
Thanks
cool.
a lot. Thank
Okay,
you.
let's do this.
Let's do it.
Where's my keys? Where's my keys?
they're coming.
Give me the keys.
It's all yours. It's all yours.
So yeah, so the clutch is a bit heavy, so when you pull off, you need to give it a bit of rev, just boom, boom, and just leave the clutch slowly till you can feel it grips. You know,
Okay.
It's got a triple pack,
Got you.
1200 horse clutch.
Oh, I see.
It just takes a bit of getting used to.
Oh wow! This is madness.
Yeah, no, it's very quick, especially in second gear. Yeah, squeeze it. So this car, we've got a set of upgraded Huawei brakes. It's a local guy who builds our brakes for all our race cars. And they're brilliant. I mean, they've worked fantastic for us over the years. We've had no issues. I must say, it's the first time I've sat in this seat in this car. It's actually quite strange. It actually feels bloody fast.
The power of the acceleration, when you take your foot off the accelerator.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
jerk.
it's got a lot of force. Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of power here.
Try and squeeze it. On the brakes now. That's it.
These
It
brakes
seems like
are
it's
amazing.
Hey, they're good, eh?
You just need third gear. You don't need anything else. Third gear.
Yeah, I just need third gear. Yeah.
Third gear is the magic.
You only revved it out to 7,000 RPM there. Quite interesting. I still had another 1,000 left. Okay, floor it. 8,000.
Oh fuck no.
You should have revved it to 8. It was 6,000.
The building up was heavy.
Look at it starts to pull.
Yo. No, I'm too scared. No.
All right, that's fine. It's a bit intimidating. Eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Rather be safe than sorry as well. Cheesh.
No, you're 100% right.
Oh, and after a tough day of being on the track,
It was quite cool, eh?
it was very cool.
Yeah.
And we stick to the ethos of BMW from back in the day. What was it? Race on Saturday and sell on Monday.
Correct. Yeah. Whatever won on a Saturday race day sold on a Monday.
It's sold on a Monday. Now here we are,
Yeah.
cruising.
Yeah.
Cruising. I mean, what? We're on 100 k's an hour. You're on 6th gear.
Yeah.
What's the consumption like when you're driving on the road like this?
So what's nice is that you can actually set it up on the Savix to target a storage. You know, we call it storage. Storage means that it's basically optimum fuel consumption. Would be around about 14.7 on the AFRs. Consumption should be around about 10 liters per 100.
Wow.
You know, if you're cruising at 120 or so.
Pretty decent, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, it's very good.
And then just tell me about this part. I mean,
Yeah, so those gauges, yeah. So
the
those,
gauges are just randomly up here, but they're neatly tucked away there.
Yeah, so what we did in this car is there's a facelift model of this version.
Yes, that's the one with
one's
the iDrive.
That's right. This
Yeah.
is the one with the iDrive. So this car never had that initially. So the owner of the car said, no, we need to put the gauges in because they were bloody expensive.
Yeah.
and it's good to to get readings that you got live readings. So the one is a EGT, which is your exhaust gas temperature, which basically tells you you should be around about 650, 700 at full throttle. Let's say you're cruising for a long time now. Let's say your mixtures are out.
Yeah.
And you'll see it'll start to rise to like 900, 1,000 degrees, and something's not right.
Something's off.
It's running too hot. Your gas is coming out of your turbo too hot, and that can damage turbos and stuff. So because the turbos are quite pricey as well, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So all these gauges are there to help you.
Okay.
The rest of the Savix has got the brain.
I see.
So
Okay.
this is a live sort of one. Then we've got a boost gauge, just to make sure it doesn't go over boost. If it does, even though the Savix will switch it off, because we said, okay, Savix switch off at a bar boost, that it cuts the throttles. So it'll cut the throttles, and then the car, it'll go into limp mode, and then you can stop, restart, and get it home again.
Okay, and then the roll cage, was that the client's idea? Or your idea?
Yeah. We decided to do a half cage, and it just looks a bit more sporty, a bit more racy.
Yeah. It looks like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
The car's not overdone, it's just nice, It's like there's not too much. Sometimes less is better.
Do you find sometimes when you are driving it on the road like this, some guys test you?
Oh no, always.
They come and
always
they wanna
getting
see.
guys coming down. Most of the guys with thumbs up, etc., etc. But people love motor cars. I think if you look at it, Jacob, we all love motor cars.
In South Africa, we got a big love
we
for
just
cars.
love cars,
Yeah.
and to create stuff that's different and unique is always nice. There's so many guys produce so many beautiful cars in this country, and that's what's important,
Oh! Ah! Thank you, Savspeed. Thank you, Savspeed.
Pulls hard and it gets to 7,000. It puts you in your seat.
Yeah, 7,000 is that.
And then it's still got another 1,000 and it can go to 9 if we want.
No,
Like I said,
stop.
We don't want to rev it to 9,000. But yeah, no, it's amazing. It's just it's a spectacular. Like I was saying earlier on, so many people build such nice cars. Doesn't matter if it's a BMW, a VW, a Volvo. Who cares? You know, it's about building something that's different, unique.
Yeah.
And it's appealing to people who love that brand and who follow it. You know, and I think as car lovers, we should all appreciate those things. You know. That's what we do it for.
We do appreciate it, and that's why we came out all the way to you in Edenvale and then to Red Star Raceway, because I think doing something like this is definitely something for the history books.
Yeah, and much appreciated from us as well, you know, for you guys taking the time out, you know, for our team and the whole group of us. You know, there's so many people back at home at the workshop. We're putting so much time and effort, you know, to all of them.
Yeah.
It's been awesome, you know, it's been an awesome journey, and let's hope we can produce a lot more for clients out there who want something like this. And enjoy the product and enjoy it. Eh?
Yes, to more radical builds.
Oh, please God, yes, let's do that.
Amen.
All right, brother.
Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like and comment. From me, Jacob Mushokwa. Join us on the next one, guys. Cheers. Bye.
Let's find what moves you. Cars.co.za.
Hello, you join me and my phone in the Cars.co.za Cape Town office, where I have been asked to tell you about our new quick search feature in our app. Now, if you don't have our app, it's been downloaded by over 2 million South Africans, completely free. It's in any app store that you use. Go ahead and get it right now. And we've just launched a very cool new feature. It's a first in South Africa. So it's basically plain English search. And this is how it works. You open the app, and in the quick search bar, you just type what you're looking for. So BMW X3 Silver Gauteng, and then bang, hit, I've misspelled Gauteng. Then hit search, and we pre-populate all those filters for you so you don't have to fiddle, and then you get, of all the 72,000 cars on our site, all the silver X3s in Gauteng for you to choose from. That's actually quite clever. I didn't know it could do that. Should probably read my emails sometimes.